Okay, welcome back to the big breaking news this evening that Liam Rosenior has indeed been sacked by Chelsea. Let's go live now to Sani Rudravajala, who has Gary Neville alongside him for more on this. Sani.
Yeah, Vicky, of course, we're here looking forward to Burnley against Manchester City. City with a chance to go to the top of the Premier League table. But, of course, Gary Neville, with the news we've heard this afternoon about the sacking of Liam Rosenior, I mean, are you shocked?
I'm not shocked that Liam's leaving the club. I'm shocked he's leaving today. I'm not shocked that he's leaving the club. Sorry, I thought at the end of the season that it probably would happen. I thought they may have sort of persevered to the end of the season, giving him a 6-year deal, but I don't think it's a reflection upon Liam at all. Obviously, he's lost a lot of football matches in the last few weeks, and that's disappointing. He'll be disappointed with that. But I think it's time for the owners, sporting directors, players to reflect enormously on their role in terms of what's happened in the last few weeks. And I take the coach always takes the hit. That's the role that they're in. They know they're the ones that get sacked. It's easier to move a coach out than it is 25 players, or owners are never going to sack ourselves, and I'm an owner myself. And sporting directors aren't likely to either. I mean, the owners are getting it really badly wrong there. Let's be really clear. I said at the time, and they've got a group of talented players, they've got young sporting directors in respect of sort of what will be experience relating to Europe. You've got an ownership that's relatively young in respect of ownership that's of Chelsea Football Club, 2 or 3 years in. And I don't think you need some experience somewhere in the club. And they put a very young manager in. I think Liam should get on with his life tomorrow, pretend the last 107 days never happened, learn from it obviously as much as he possibly can, but pretend it's never, don't think of it as a reflection upon himself. Go and get another job as quickly as you possibly can at a club that, to be fair, you can trust, and leave the mess that exists at Chelsea behind and don't think anything of it.
I mean, the owners could argue that if the bottom line is qualify for the Champions League, and if the bottom line is that financial element, if Chelsea aren't going to do that, then might as well act now.
No, the results have not been good enough. And to be fair, I've no sort of what would be other words than to say that. And when the results aren't good enough, a manager gets sacked. But come on, I mean, Cucurella and Fernandes, experienced players, the only probably 2 experienced players that Chelsea have got, stitching him up in the last few weeks by calling out the fact that they basically love Maresca. Well, they weren't doing that well under him. I think Maresca's a fine coach and a good coach as well. But this policy at Chelsea, this plan, I don't see it. These 6-year, 8-year agreements that you see, it's almost laughable from the start, whether it be for a manager or a player. The owners haven't got a clue what they're doing.
And you say that as an owner as well?
Well, yeah, and I've made massive mistakes as an owner, but they haven't got a clue what we do. Sometimes you've got to accept that. You know, I've publicly spoken about the challenges that we've had, but they're all over the place. And look, I just don't get it really. I think you deserve what you get in football, and that's every single ownership. And it's a reflection upon them, it's not a reflection upon the coach, who, to be fair, probably shouldn't have been advanced as quickly as he was into the role. He should have been left to develop his career, a promising young coach, someone who, to be fair, is a lot thought of. And you don't turn down a Chelsea job, you don't turn down a big job like that. I can see why it was appealing, but the reality of it is, like I say, he just needs to get on with his coaching career now and sort of what would be put it behind him as quickly as he possibly can, because, like I say, it's a club that at this moment in time is a little bit crazy in its decision making.